Right, let's dive straight into the deep end of the, are you kidding me, pool. Did you know that the lifetime cost of treating multiple sclerosis can soar past a staggering $4 million? Yes, you heard that correctly. $4 million. For that kind of money, you'd expect a cure, a personal robot butler, and maybe a small island. Instead, you get to manage a chronic illness. It's the kind of statistic that makes your eyebrows shoot up so high they might just achieve orbit. Multiple sclerosis, or MS, is a chronic illness where your own immune system attacks your central nervous system. Specifically, it goes after the protective covering of your nerve fibers called myelin. When that's damaged, the messages your brain tries to send to the rest of your body get scrambled, delayed, or just don't show up at all. This leads to a whole host of unpredictable and often debilitating symptoms, which we'll get into. Alright, so your immune system has decided to wage a very personal, very annoying war on your nerves. What do? Well, you treat it. MS is a complex beast attacking the brain and spinal cord, those rather important bits that control, just about everything you do. Symptoms can range from fatigue and numbness to difficulty walking, vision problems, and even cognitive issues. The main goals of MS treatments are to manage these attacks, reduce relapses, slow down the disease, and help manage symptoms. It sounds straightforward, right? If only it were that simple. MS treatment is a complicated, long-term commitment, and unfortunately, it's also a gateway to a world of financial complexities. The obvious costs, like the price tag on disease-modifying therapies, DMTs, are already enough to make your wallet weep. Some of these drugs can cost tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. GAP3S. Now let's delve into the hidden costs of living with MS, the ones rarely discussed but deeply impactful. Imagine the additional medical supplies, things like mobility aids, specialized footwear, and cooling vests to manage heat sensitivity. These items aren't always covered by insurance, leaving you to foot the bill. Then there are the mental health costs. Dealing with a chronic illness can be emotionally draining, leading to expenses for therapy, counseling, and sometimes even psychiatric care. And let's not forget the toll on family members who might need to take time off work to become caregivers, further straining household finances. Living with MS is a journey that no one should have to face alone, especially when it comes to the financial burden. So, if you find this information helpful and want to support our mission to bring more awareness to the hidden costs of chronic illnesses, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable content and resources for those in need. Thank you for watching, and remember, you're not alone in this fight. So, we've established that the upfront costs of MS medications are, to put it mildly, absolutely bananas. But let's talk about the other culprits, the stealthy prices. These are the financial ninjas of your medical budget. You don't see them coming. They just silently drain your resources. First up is lost income. MS can be unpredictable, making it hard to hold down a job. Many people with MS have to reduce their working hours, take extended leave, or stop working altogether. Then there's the travel. Specialist MS neurologists aren't always conveniently located. You might have to travel significant distances for appointments, for infusions, for specialized therapies. And don't forget home modifications. Need a ramp for a wheelchair? Grab bars in the bathroom, a stair lift. These aren't luxury items, they're necessities. It's an endless list of things chipping away at your finances. Section 4. The financial black hole, MS, your wallet, and your dwindling sanity. The cumulative financial burden of MS is like a financial black hole. It just keeps sucking in money, resources, and quite frankly, your peace of mind year after year. Imagine trying to fill a bathtub with a thimble while the drain is wide open. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet, it's about the crushing emotional and psychological weight this financial strain places on individuals and their families, the constant worry, the anxiety hanging over every decision. Can we afford this medication this month? What if the insurance company denies this claim? Will we lose our home? It's an incredible source of stress, piled on top of the already significant stress of managing a chronic, unpredictable illness. The psychological toll is immense and often underestimated. People feel like a burden to their families. They might delay or skip treatments because they can't afford them, leading to worse health outcomes and higher costs. It's a vicious, heartbreaking cycle that erodes mental well-being just as surely as MS can erode physical abilities. Section 5. Real people, real bills. Tales from the MS money pit trenches. Let's move away from abstract numbers and talk about actual human beings. Take Sarah, for example. Sarah was a vibrant primary school teacher, loved her job, loved her students. Then MS hit. The cost of her DMTs alone was more than her annual salary after a few years. She had decent insurance, or so she thought, until the copays and out-of-pocket maximums started to eat away at her savings. Eventually, she had to resort to crowdfunding to afford her treatment. Then there's James, an engineer who had always been the primary breadwinner for his family. As his MS progressed, he could no longer manage the long hours and cognitive demands of his job. He had to go on disability, which is a fraction of a working income. They had to downsize significantly, sell their car and make drastic cuts just to afford his medications and basic living expenses. These aren't stories of financial mismanagement. These are stories of a brutal disease meeting a brutal healthcare cost system. Section 6, the big takeaway: don't let MS costs ambush your life savings. So, after all that doom and gloom, what's the big takeaway message here? Multiple sclerosis is not just a medical challenge, it's a full-blown financial assault. The treatments are essential, they're life-altering, sometimes life-saving, but they come with a price tag that can devastate individuals and families. The main event is the relentless barrage of direct and indirect costs that follow you around like a very expensive, very persistent shadow. It's absolutely crucial to understand that these hidden costs, the lost wages, the travel for specialized care, the home modifications, the adaptive equipment, the emotional toll of constant financial stress, they all add up. Awareness is your first line of defense. Knowing what you might be up against allows you to plan, to ask the right questions, to advocate for yourself, and to seek help before you're completely overwhelmed. We need to talk about the cost of MS, openly and honestly. We need more transparency in pricing. We need better insurance coverage that actually covers what people need without bankrupting them. Stay informed, stay engaged, and let's push for change.